You know, if you live in the old South, down anywhere in the South, everybody like to have their own plantation. That's a dream of an awful lot of people. I had that chance, and back of me is Lisburn Plantation. It's located in Concordia Parish, right across the river from Natchez, Mississippi, where there's a number of great antebellum homes. I'm up here in Natchez. I'm speaking to the Natchez Literary Festival, Book Festival. Robert Duvall and I share a program this evening, so I'm excited about seeing that great actor. And I took time to come out and visit my old home. I restored this home back in the 1970s, my family and I did. It's a wonderful home built back in the 1840s. We moved this home from Tensas Parish, about 30 miles from here, down on this spot, family land, jacked it up, put it all back together with all of its original materials, and had what was the first home on the National Register of Historic Homes, private homes in the state of Louisiana. A lot of history to this home. It was up in waterproof on the Lisburn Plantation. That's why we call it the Lisburn Plantation today. Well, General Grant, when he was making his siege of Vicksburg, came from the north. Couldn't crack Vicksburg, Mississippi. Huge Confederate posts, cannons overlooking the river that stopped Grant from making his march. So he comes down the Mississippi River on the western side, comes down to waterproof. As he comes down the river, he burns a number of great old plantations, sadly, that are not here anymore. He comes to this plantation, to Lisburn. There's a widow there, Widow McAllister, and he said, I've got to eat all your chickens and pigs with my army, and we're going to burn your house down. You need to find a place to go. She begged him, and finally, whatever arrangements were worked out with the general and the lovely Mrs. McAllister, Widow McAllister, he did not burn the family home. Crossed that waterproof, came up the backside of the river, and won one of the definitive battles in Vicksburg of the Civil War. So this home has a lot of history to it because of that flow. My wife and I found it up in Tensas Parish. It was run down, about to fall apart. We made a deal with the owner, bought it, and moved it down here, and now it's one of the grand plantations in Louisiana. So even though I still don't live up here, I live down in Baton Rouge, Louisiana, where I do my radio show and carry on my activities. It's been an important part of my history when I was the senator up in this beautiful, beautiful area of Concordia Parish. You can't see it in the background. There's a beautiful Lake Concordia back here. I've caught 7.5 pound, 8 pound bass out of that lake before. Great for water skiing, any kind of event like that. And of course, Natchez is such a lovely town where I'm going to have the chance to be this evening. So just wanted to show you a typical plantation and reminisce a bit about what a wonderful life it was to have your own plantation home. Wasn't a long period of time, but I sure enjoyed it while I did it, and I'll tell you some more about it next week.